you know, you have to say, I don't know if it means anything going into a decider with these two. John does look the stronger. You know, Judd missed that chance to get the match won 6-3, so he does look the stronger, but I'm not sure. Now it's all about just, you know, whoever pots these balls. It's simple as that. What an ovation.
Well, we're about to find out. It's been a really entertaining afternoon, and the best is yet to come. They played 9 deciders against each other. Higgins has won 5, but all that goes out the window. It's about what happens now in the last frame. They may both be surprised we're at 5-all, but it's been that sort of afternoon. Expect the unexpected.
It's quite a testing break-off because the red came up the table and the brown's covering it. Now John's got to force a reply to that break. You know, more than ever in the decider, you see a little bit of caution creeping into players, not willing to take any undue risks.
Yeah, we saw that stat at the start there. Judd Trump hasn't won a decider this season. He's played 6, so he's played a few. John Higgins, 78%, but we'll see whether that's got any bearing at all on this. Of course, Trump lost most famously the 9-8 to Jack Lazowski in the Northern Ireland Open final.
Yeah, and of course this frame worth a lot of money as well. I mean, it goes from 75,000 losing semi-finalist to 140 for losing finalist, of course, and to win it 350. So this frame is worth big money. Whoever wins this frame will not only fancy tomorrow's final, but they'll fancy winning.
And just looking back, the last decider Trump actually won in anything meaningful was against the man he's playing here, John Higgins, in last season's UK Championship. So it's been over a year.
It's been a funny old Masters, isn't it? Because we only had 3 scorelines so far. We had a 1-6-0. We had, this is the third 6-5, and a whole barrage of 6-2s. All the usual scorelines have gone out the window so far, anyway. playing a thin safety shot, and he was worried about where the red was going to end up. Doesn't want it to go towards the right corner. Oh, it's ever so well played. Well, it's absolutely magnificent, isn't it?
Wow.
From where he was in the jaws of that pocket, what a shot. What a shot. And this one on the blue, in a different way, is as difficult. A lot of pressure on it. Where's he pulled those two shots out from?
6.
Well, right-handed shot now. A lot of pressure on it again.
Judge on 6.
I mean, it's such a strange game. Sometimes watching Trump is hard because, you know, he puts miraculous balls and then plays with his opposite hand. He felt he had to. This is the easiest of the three. There's a gap through to a red. How do we kind of work that out? It's completely glued to the black. A lot of balls move there.
He sort of feels like Marcel Eckhart might as well take the reds off the table. It just feels like this is going to end up a scramble on the colours. We'll see.
John Higgins. 1.
I'm not sure what Judd can do here, quite honestly. No easy shot, is there? Well, he dangled the carrot a little bit there, hasn't he? I mean, John might go for this. You know, it's not easy. I mean, I can think of players who would be attempting to knock that in. It's one of those that you might not play in the decider, but you might play in the first frame of a match.
Higgins leading the applause for that safety. Just feels like from what we've seen, it's going to take maybe a few chances to get it won for either player.
Pretty good safety shot, wasn't it? Because while he can get to many reds, not many thin edges of reds he can get to send the cue ball back down. He'd have been annoyed, Judd, because you know the red and the blue he knocked in, and then to have played that right-handed shot, maybe he didn't like the thought of using the rest, because he is using the rest with his opposite hand, isn't he? The right hand, it would have been awkward. But that was a good early chance. Trying to wriggle away from the reds here down the table. I've seen worse. I mean, there is a red that goes that John will play. But he might have left something easier than this. Well, Judd had an early in, but now John has got a better chance, if you like.
Seven.
Yes, Marcelo Cup, check the black spot. You can see the black spot, but not enough of it free for the pink to go on there.
Eight. $13. 14.
It's been a terrific crowd in here today. Very vocal, but there's a real hush over them now. This crucial stage of the match.
Yeah, when he was 3-0 down, he was really struggling, but he was getting a lot of support, wasn't he, Higgins? And that has continued as the afternoon's gone on. Will it be enough to carry him through? It's up to him, of course.
$20. 91. Twenty-seven.
Yes, well, the black is available, but I mean, it'd be a brave shot to play on it, really. It may be that if he's got no other colour that he can land behind, he might play on the black. Even then, it won't go on its own spot cleanly. Slightly awkward here. I mean, you're playing sort of across the table into the middle pocket on this, and these can be missed. I suppose anything at this point of a match can be missed. Been going nearly 5 hours.
Yeah, it was certainly missable, but in it goes. Trump just has to wait it out for now
34.
and be ready if he does get another chance. But what a golden one he had at 5-4. Remember, he missed the brown. He needed brown, blue and pink to win 6-4.
35.
Yes, I mean, it will go up on the brown spot unless he just nudges the red away from the black spot here. But I don't think that's particularly on his list of priorities. He hasn't got the angle either.
World Final 2022, it was Ronnie O'Sullivan who denied Judd Trump a second title. Last year at the Crucible, Mark Williams beat him in the semis, and now the third member of that holy trinity, the class of 92, John Higgins, in looking to deny him a third Masters final place.
43.
When are these players going to fade away? We've been saying it seemingly for over a decade.
Yes, it was a shot played right-handed. I mean, he's competent with his opposite hand. He's not the best I've seen, but it would have been an awkward rest shot, I think, leaning across. So 44, the difference. Still 75 on, so he's by no means over the line, and it's not the most difficult table to come back into the frame on. Well, that would, of course, involve John missing sometime quite soon. Very solidly played, that one. Interesting to see where the next red is coming from. I think that the middle red of the three on the right, that will pot into the right corner. If you could put the cue ball where it is now, it would be perfect. Well, if Judd's going to get back into this match, he's probably going to
56.
be very hopeful that John Higgins misses this next red. You know, it's an almighty stretch. It's kind of now or never, isn't it, for Higgins, but more so for Trump. Does not look comfortable in this. It's been a rock-solid break, this from Higgins.
Yeah, and he's looking for one more red after this to get to snooker's required. We saw in that last frame, it doesn't necessarily mean it's done then, but a couple of big shots coming up for John Higgins. And he's missed the first of them. Didn't expect that. But that's been the story of the afternoon, hasn't it?
57.
Just when you think you know what's going to happen, a twist comes.
Well, almost speechless after that. I couldn't. The balls that John potted that never touched the sides all the way through to that one. Yeah, it's a funny game, snooker, isn't it? There's often a twist or a few twists. Well, he's got second prize. He played to move or go into the two reds.
6.
But what he has got is position on that one. Of course, the brown ball is the big problem that, well, not so much John has got, but Judd nailed to the baulk cushion. That's big insurance. The man in front. Well, that angle tells us that there's no way he can do anything with the two reds off the pink. I mean, off the blue, possibly. Left-hand running side, but he hasn't got the third cushion option because I think the pink will be getting in the way of that. He's played it well. He's unlucky. He's unlucky. It was almost a dream shot, wasn't it? A half-ball kiss on the left-hand red.
12.
Well, that's an absolutely horrible outcome for Trump.
Judd Trump.
I mean, it
12.
really is. I don't know how that's happened. He could have played a thinner contact on the red. I mean, he can take two reds and two pinks if the chance came, but he's still got that problem further down the line of those two balls. So, here's match ball.
Well, it's a great pot, considering the pinky missed. He's not going to start celebrating yet, for sure. But it is looking like John Higgins, for the second match in a row, has come from 5-3 down to get it won.
Superb shot on the red, wasn't it?
This blue, and it's a long way back for Trump.
John Higgins, 1.
Well, he's going to carry on, for sure. You know, John has actually broken up the brown and black, which may or may not make a difference. I mean, you could see the disappointment on Judd's face when that red went in, and understandably. You know, he looked absolutely crestfallen, didn't he, sitting there thinking about maybe some of the shots, especially the brown earlier, to win 6-3, which we never thought he'd miss.
Yeah, and at 3-0, it didn't look like he could possibly lose. But, you know, these are quite long matches, these best of 11s. Remember, though, 3 years ago, or 4 years ago, Neil Robertson got the 2 snookers in the decider against Mark Williams in the semis.
I think he got the double kiss there, actually. I think that double kissed. It's going to be easy to hit if he is indeed snookered. Four hours playing time. What a dramatic afternoon. Maybe not the quality of Robertson-Wilson, but in terms of drama, it's been great viewing. But this is a chance now. The red is on, and the red surely ends the match. John Higgins has reached Masters finals in his teens, in his 20s, his 30s, his 40s. And if he pots this red, he'll be in one at the age of 50. What a comeback. Again from John Higgins. This grand master of our sport is still standing at the Alexandra Palace. Judd Trump is going to be so disappointed.
13.
What an afternoon it's been. John Higgins becomes the oldest player to reach a Triple Crown final. And he's done it the hard way yet again. There's the delight from the Scotsman. He was 5-3 down, but he's beaten Judd Trump 6-5.
John Higgins, many, many, many congratulations. How on earth did you just do that?
I don't know, but he's so tough. He really is. He's just so tough, so tough to play against. Like, I've missed a couple of reds, nearly to put myself safe, and then he does what he always does, is just clear up. But as I said, even at 5-3 down, it was the same as when I played Zing Tong. I'm saying, look, don't give up, just... And who knows, maybe my name's on the trophy, you never know.
You are the oldest Triple Crown finalist in history now. Amazing. A 6th Masters final, 31 years after your first. What you're doing in our sport is utterly extraordinary, and they've loved it.
People will laugh, but I think I'm a better player now than I've ever been, so that's just what I always hold on to, playing these great champions like Judd. I'm so proud because I've obviously lost the last few against him, and maybe at the start of the match, he maybe should have been 4-0 in front, and it was maybe too easy for him. I just wasn't wanting to make it. It was a massive frame, the 4th frame, because if he goes 4-0, obviously the game's done. But 3-1, and then I came out after that vote, and I felt good.
John, we will never, ever forget this semi-final drama. See you tomorrow for the final.